Is this what giving up feels like? I don't know, I don't know. Tell me, have I lost my mind? Nowhere to go, so far from home. Is this what giving up feels like? I don't know, I don't know. Tell me, have I lost my mind? So I break these walls and hold my head up high, and I step my ground until the day I die. As the rain falls down, there's no more tears to cry, tears to cry. So I break these walls and hold my head up high. No, I'm not giving in. 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 No, I'm not giving. No, I'm not giving in. No, I'm not giving in. No, I'm not giving in. No, I'm not giving. No, I'm not giving. No, I'm not giving. No, I'm not giving in.
I believe in love, I believe in honesty. Does that sound like something you'd be into? I believe the truth can be reality. Will you roll with that? 'Cause I want you to. I'm stuck in trying to find a way to make it easier to say that there's just one thing on my mind, and I think it's time for you to realize I want you all to myself. Don't wanna share you with nobody else. So give me something swimming against the tide. I wanna forget you, but you pull me in. I know this ocean is far too wide. I wanna forget you. Let me forget you. Push and pull, but you repel me, giving up this fight. Love and hate, we've learned the lies. I'm giving up this fight. You've lost, but I don't feel I have won. I wanna forget you, but only time will heal. Too late to erase the bad we've done. I wanna forget you. Let me forget you. Push and pull, but you repel me, giving up this fight. Love and hate, we've learned the lies. I'm giving up this fight.
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I forgot I had that waveform there. I just saw that, I'm like, wait, what? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that. I think maybe I went to it last stream, right? Because I was thinking like, it's like this one's more... The other one's more precise and it's more accurate to how I speak, because you actually see the lines going up and down. And it's like precise lines, so the moment I speak will change pitch. Right, it'll be more accurate. Whereas this one, like it increases the width of it, and it goes whoa, yeah, like it goes up and down based on when I speak. Like it just the height of it is changes based on how loud I'm speaking, how long I'm speaking. So it stays up longer the longer I speak, and it actually and it does change a little bit based on my pitch, but the other one's more precise, it's more accurate, right? Whereas this one I feel looks cooler, you know? There's more visual noise to this one, but in a good way. This one looks cooler, even if it isn't as accurate or as realistic, I guess you could say. But this one looks cooler, and considering I don't have a webcam, you know, I've got to do anything I can to make my stream stand out. And I feel like this one makes it stand out more than the other one. It stands out more, you know? So, you know, yeah, you know, it's nice to have it be more accurate. Like the stepped bars on the music, right? Having that would still be more accurate than this one, right? And it's got visual noise, but then I don't want two stepped bars I don't want two like bar waveforms because that looks the same, right? It's too samey. It's boring. Having one that's unique to the music widget and one that's unique to my mic, you know, it adds a bit of variety. It makes it look a bit cooler, right? So it would be nice to have both. It would be nice, you know. I feel like it would still be cool to have one for my microwave music that's the same. It would still be cool, but I think it would be boring because there's not a lot of variety to that, right? But yeah, stream more Palia today, as I said. You know, I took a day and a half off. Well, I said that 1 to 2 days, but like a day and a half, I think maybe. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I might have said like I might take a day and a half off, like most of the day off, or maybe, I don't know. Memory of the goldfish. Anyway, it's too late. If I did, I feel like I might have said that, so I'm just gonna go with it, unless I'm proven wrong. So like, you know, I said maybe a day or two, a day and a half, and you know, here I am. Here I am in the late evening. I need to sneeze. Hold on, coming. Wait for it. Bless me. Incidentally, that sounds like something naughty. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm close. Oh, bless me. But yeah. Oh yeah. Today, I also got a new phone today. I spoke to my phone. Spoke to my network, and now because I'm not made of money, right? Getting one of the latest and greatest phones, you know, when I'm not made of money, is kind of a you know, even like with the amount with how much I get each month for what I do for work, like the job that I do, even if I was to save up, like how much do I need to save up? I think it's the phone that I'm getting. It's like I think it's like 1,200, something like that. That's the cost of like you know, a decent gaming PC, not mega high end. That's like a high end gaming PC, right? Low end of the high end maybe, but that's still a high end gaming PC, right? I don't know. I would just have to save up for like, let's see how much I get paid and what I have going out. That's, hold on. I'd say 7 to 8 months. I'd have to save up for 7 to 8 months, and that's straight. Like, no fast food, no, you know, that's accounting for extra stuff as well, but like net, like bills and subscriptions and stuff. I would say I'll have to save up for several months. Several months. 7 to 8 months, I would say. So several months I would have to save up for over half a year, and I've got other things I want to save up for and work towards, so that's tough, right? That's rough. Obviously, you know, I'm smart about it, and you know, I usually, you know, I don't save very well. I'll admit, I'm not very good at saving, but I'm not stupid either. Like I'm not dumb when it comes to spend. I could be doing better, don't get me wrong. I've made mistakes, and I could certainly be doing better in that department, and I've definitely made my share of mistakes. However, I don't think I'm dumb when it comes to my money. You know, I may not save very well, but I know how to manage my money, right? And I make the most out of my money. So, you know, you know what I mean? I got it. Thankfully, also, like, because I'm on the phone network, I was on the phone with the bloke, and because I was very nice and very considerate, and you know, I was considerate, I was nice, you know, and I apologized if I, you know, because I felt like I went ham, right? Because I think the guy even said went on a to talk about, like, you know your breath. I think he said, might even said, like, he called me, but I think he might even said at one point, I'm a breath of fresh air. Because I apologized. You don't have to apologize, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm being nice, considerate, you know, you're being very helpful. I think he was like, no, I'm just doing my job, because he's humble, right? He was a humble guy. And I spoke to him about the processor speeds, and you know, like, good for gaming, how much RAM the phone has, and if that's good for games, and that how much RAM does a modern mobile game require, and how much RAM does the phone have, what processor does it have, you know, and is it good for gaming, is it good for my use case, you know? And I think that most people just say, I want the iPhone, I want the latest phone, yeah, give me that. Whereas, you know, me, I'm like, no, I don't want just the latest phone. I want a latest phone that is good for what I want it to be good for. I want to have a certain processor. I want to have a certain amount of RAM. I want it to be certain DDR. right? DDR5. I don't want DDR4. I want DDR5. I want to have certain, you know, display with certain capabilities for that display, you know. And I went on a tangent about that. I think that's why I maybe said sorry, because I felt like I was, you know, I was taking up a lot of his time. Anyway, I was very considerate. I was very respectful, and he was very considerate and respectful too. And I think he said, I think he called me a breath of fresh air, because most people don't know what they're talking about when it comes to phones. And I know I seem to have a modicum of intelligence and knowledge, which, you know, was nice to hear, I guess. But yeah, he basically, you know, was like your breath. I think he said, like you said, your breath of fresh air, and then he went like, you know, he went over how much data I use each month. And apparently, you know, I've got 10 gigabytes of data limit, and he was like, you barely crack like 5 gigs. You barely crack like maybe 2. I think I use an average of like 1 gig a month, and like if you go over like several months, it's like maybe 2 to 3 gigs. Basically, I never crack. Like I think it was like 2 to 3 gigs. I never go over 2 to 3 gigs. I don't know how many gigs it was exactly, but I don't ever go over like. I don't even reach half my limit, let alone 10 gigs. I've never reached my limit, basically. Apparently, I've never reached my limit. Like at least on average, right? Maybe there's the occasional day where I have, but that's once in a blue moon, maybe. You know, like because I went for the 5 gig limit. But I'm on Wi-Fi most of the time, because, you know, I use Wi-Fi when I'm at home. And when I'm out and about, I only really listen to music, right? And Spotify, I think I've said to him on the phone, like Spotify, you know, obviously you must have options in place to reduce the data usage. So it'll give you lower quality music in order to reduce how much data you're using when you stream the music. And clearly that's paying off, because I don't use all of my data, ever. I don't even crack half on average. So a 5 gig limit may not seem like a lot, but I don't go out much, and I'm always on Wi-Fi. I'm use Wi-Fi as much as I can. So, and that's clearly paying off. So, and I limit what I use, right, when I'm using my mobile data. So it's clearly paying off. And yeah, so, you know, and because of how I imagine it, partly because, you know, he wanted to get a move on, right, and also because he wanted to be helpful, right, and help me out, because I explained my situation, what I'm looking for and stuff, and I was very kind and considerate. And he waived the upfront cost, because usually it's 100 for the plan I'm getting, but he waived that, and he was like, no, I'll waive the upfront cost for you. And I was like, that's dope. It would have been 100 for the upfront cost. So I was like, that's dope. I mean, being nice and considerate, and you know, and you know, being kind, considerate, and respectful can go a long way. Treat others as you'd like to be treated, as they say, right? But yeah, that's really good. Yeah, it sucks. I'm locked in for 2 years, but I can upgrade at any time, and I think you can cancel too. There's cancel. You can like cancel. Obviously, you got to buy it out, but. You know, like it's nice. Plus I get an extra, and I would have liked, there was one that I would have liked to get, looking at him after I looked at him afterwards. There was one that I would have liked to get, but I don't know if he mentioned it. I feel like if he had mentioned it, I would have gone for it, but maybe he didn't mention it because I don't know, I might have said that. Well, I think I said a bit I mentioned Spotify, right? Because I said that a minute ago that I was talking about Spotify. I think I might have mentioned Spotify, so it's like, you don't need that on there because you've already got Spotify. You're already paying for Spotify, and you know, I don't have and I think maybe that's why I didn't mention it, because I said I don't need Amazon Music because I pay for Spotify, right? So, you know, I'm already using my preferred music streaming service. Why would I need another one, right? Especially when Spotify's a popular one, right? It has most, if not all. So he maybe didn't mention it because based on what I'm currently have, it's not worth it, or maybe it's not available for my plan. It's not available as an extra. I don't know. But it would be nice to have that. However, you know, I went for Netflix. It would have been nice to get Amazon Prime, because that comes with more. Not just Amazon Prime. You get Amazon Music Unlimited. You get you know, Prime delivery and stuff. You get Twitch Prime and everything, right? So that would have been more value for money, but at the end of the day, I already have Spotify, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I chose Netflix. I've already got Disney Plus, but the only thing I'm really using Disney Plus for right now is to watch Scrubs, and I'm actually on the last season of Scrubs. Well, technically I'm on season 8 of 9, but I don't care for season 9. Canonically, it does not exist to me. Canonically, it does not exist. When I'm spoiling it a little bit, but when a certain character leaves in season 8, that's when Scrubs ends. That ends, and they never continued Scrubs. Season 9 never happened. In the canon in my head, season 9 never happened. It does not exist. So once season 8 ends, that's when Scrubs ends. I'm not watching season 9. I want to go off on a high note. That was when season 8 ended for me. That is when Scrubs ended for me, on season 8. And it actually did end. They writ off, I'm not going to say who, but they writ off a certain character that completely changes the dynamic of Scrubs. I'm just going to say, because Scrubs is over 10 plus years old. If you haven't watched it at this point, I'm sorry, but you know, this is spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear it, you know, you've got a warning here. You mute me for a couple minutes, I guess. Don't go away though. Mute me for a couple minutes. JD leaves at the end of Scrubs, and JD's like the main character, right? He's the protagonist, right? So when JD leaves, he's you know, the last 2 episodes are about him leaving and going and moving on with his life. He's leaving Sacred Heart, and then he's in season 9. Like, what was the point of writing him off? What was the point of all that hype and all that build up and those 2 episodes of the last season of season 8 being built around him leaving and moving on with his life? Such a huge emphasis and build up to him leaving. 2 episodes, 2 whole episodes, and then he's back in season 9 like it never happened, like it was no big deal. It's fucking dumb. It is absolutely fucking dumb. So season 9 never happened. When he leaves at the end of season 8, that is when Scrubs officially canonically ends, and I don't want to hear any different. If you disagree with me, then that's fine, but we can't be friends. The Scrubs ended when season 8 ended. Alright? I will hear no different. No different. But yeah. So once season 8, once Scrubs ends, I don't think there's really anything that I'm watching on Disney Plus. To be fair, I think the reason I swapped to Disney Plus in the first place is because I did feel like Amazon Prime really had a lot of what I wanted. So yeah, it sucks to, you know, if I move on from Disney Plus, there might be stuff on Disney Plus that I want to watch that isn't available on Amazon, right? But that's how it goes these days. You've got to have every streaming service under the sun. I don't want to go that route. I don't want to have every streaming service under the sun, because 1, I'm not made of money, and 2, I don't want to have to faff around switching between all of them, you know? So having like 1 or 2 of them, even just having 1 is enough for me. But you know, I was able to get Netflix with my plan for free, you know, so it's nice. I'll go with Netflix. I went with that because there's no Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime would have been more value for money, but they don't have Amazon Prime available, so Netflix it is. I haven't used Netflix in ages, so I don't know if it's worth it or not. But yeah, Netflix and Disney Plus right now. I might switch from Disney Plus to Amazon Prime once I'm done watching Scrubs. But we'll see. Hey Chinnis, how you getting on? So anyway, let's get on with it. But yeah, new phone coming tomorrow, and because it's actually really good for gaming, based on a review that I watched. I watched multiple reviews on different phones, but it was mostly from the same person because I like their reviews. They seem to know what they're talking about. Some of their reviews differ. Will you drop me your number? No. I am not dropping my number, Chennis, live on stream for everyone to hear. That would be very, very stupid. I mean, I guess I could send it via DM, but I'm sorry, Chennis, we're not that close. I don't know you well enough to give you my number. Slide into my DMs. Nah. I'm sorry, I'll have to pass. I appreciate you being here. I do. I appreciate you being here, but I don't think we're close enough for me to give you my number. I'm sorry. There's always room for my Scrubby baby. Nah, I appreciate that, but I'll have to pass. I appreciate the offer though. This game it's updating, by the way. I'm launching the game. I'm not just going off of a tangent and forgetting what I'm doing. I'm actually waiting for the game to launch. It's updating. Okay, so it's loaded. Right. Dry throat, sorry. Oh. The ice is melting so quick, it's so hot. Man. Cool. But yeah, once my new phone comes, I don't know, maybe I'll even stream. I'll stream. I have to look into how though. I've never streamed from phone. I have to look into how. I think I remember once there's like streaming software you can use, but I'll have to look into it. So I want my overlay and everything as well, so I'll have to look into it. Free placement. So I've got a placement grid with Z while in placement mode. Hold Alt to lock movement of object along the horizontal and vertical axis. I did not know that. I did not know that. Do I have seats now? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh my god. That's a lot of carrots, man. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Can I not place them? Oh, I know why I can't place them. I get it now. These are cotton buds. I think I get a loom, right? Did I buy a loom already? Oh, right. I need to actually unmute the game audio. At least I'm showing the game off. Hey, I was half of the way there this time around. I showed the game off, but didn't have the game audio. But I've got music, so it masks the fact that there's no game audio. So I still messed up. I still made a mistake, but at least it's not like I didn't have the game showing for like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm making improvements. You gotta forgive me. I'm working off of a crappy sleeping pattern. Like, so full transparency, I didn't wake up too long ago, and I was like, oh yeah. I said I was streaming the late evening today, didn't I? And I was like, yeah, I will. But streaming at this time is good. Around this time is good for two things. One, it's peak time for UK, and in like an hour, it'll be peak time for like US as well. It won't be peak time for US. It'll be optimal time for me, right? Because at 10 o'clock, it'll be like 4 o'clock in the US, which means people in the US will, you know, be getting home, starting to get home, you know, from work and stuff. Obviously, some people work till 5 or 8 or 9 or whatever, right? But there'll be people who... It's not the best time either. The best time for US would probably be, you know, like 11 o'clock, 11, 12 my time. But I would say from 10 onwards is kind of like, you know, between 10 and 11 is kind of when you want to start streaming if you're in the UK to reach the US audience as well, right? We have a chance of being seen more by US viewers. So the time I'm streaming now is a half decent time to be streaming at. Okay. But yeah, I'm sorry, Tianis. I didn't. I apologize. I didn't say it, did I? I hope you're getting on okay too, and having a good day or night. I don't know your time zone. Hopefully you're getting on okay and having a good day or night. Apologize, I didn't say it before. I wasn't being completely rude. I was talking to you and reacting to what you're saying, but. I didn't say I didn't say anything beyond that. Actually, no, I want to see a little bit of the preview so I can see. Yeah, I want to be able to see a preview of that so I can see if the game's actually showing or not. No, actually, no. I'll have it be where I am. No, I'll have it be there because I want to see other stuff. But yeah, I'll have to look into streaming games from phone. I have to look into it. If possible, I'd like it to work how streaming works with OBS and stuff. Like I can only choose to show certain sources. I'll have to look into it. I have to look into what people use and what's the best one and the differences between them, all of them, because that would be cool to do. If I had a Motorola, because I have a Motorola right now, I have a Motorola Edge Lite 2. If I had a Motorola again, which I was actually looking into, I could just stream to PC using their Ready 4 stuff. But unfortunately, they didn't have the Edge 40 Pro in. They have the Razer 40 Ultra, but that's only got 8 gigs of RAM. And most games require like 6 gigs, like 4 to 6. We'll just say 6 if you want to like no compromise experience. You need like 6 gigs of RAM, which is crazy if you think about it. It's fucking crazy. Back in the day, when I first got my gaming PC, right, you needed like, I think 6. You needed like eight like around that like 6 to 8 gigs. I don't know how much. I'm just gonna throw out a number here and hope that I'm around in the right ballpark. Like back in the day, in like 2013, you would need that many gigs to run a game high end on PC. And what's a game in 20? In fact, let's test that theory. I know I'm streaming a game right now, but we can take our time with this. What's a game from 2013? What's a game from 2013 that I could look up the requirements of? When did Borderlands come out? I mean, Borderlands is voxel graphics, but it's Borderlands was big. How much did Borderlands? When did Borderlands come out? I wasn't born in January. We'll go for it. 2012 Borderlands 2 came out, right? So that's around the time period I'm talking about, right? How much did that require? It required 2 gigs of RAM. 2 gigs of RAM. How much did Call of Duty? Let's just put Call of Duty in. Games. And then we want to go for... Back up. Call of Duty Ghost came out in 2014. Call of Duty... What about Advanced Warfare? When did that come out? That was 2014. What did Advanced Warfare require? That was 2014. 2013, 2014, right? 8 gigs of RAM. 8 gigs of RAM. So I was right. 6 to 8 gigs of RAM. Back in the day, if you wanted to run a game, you would need 6 to 8 gigs of RAM. This was back in the day on PC. On PC, when I got my first game in PC, you needed 6 to 8 gigs of RAM. For modern game, for AAA modern games, 6 to 8 gigs of RAM. Now, if you want to play mobile games, you need 8 gigs of RAM. You need 6 gigs of RAM now. If you want to run a recommended high-end settings, you need 6 gigs of RAM on mobile. You needed that back in 2013 to run AAA games. Or 2014, 2013, around that time period. That was the amount of RAM you needed back then. And now you need that amount of RAM on a mobile to play the latest mobile games. Isn't that fucking crazy how far we've come? Like, people used to think mobile gaming was bad. I mean, you know, PC gamers shit on console. Console shits on PC, you know, PC master race, right? But think about that for a second. Think about that. Right? Mobile games now require the same amount of RAM that PCs required 10 years ago. You needed that amount of RAM to play high-end AAA games. Recommended settings. Now you need that amount of RAM to run recommended settings on mobile games. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking mental. It's crazy how far we've come. It's crazy how far we've come. So, yeah, that's part of the reason I wanted a 12 gigs of you know, good quality RAM in the phone, because most games require, I think I checked the requirements of maybe Genshin and I think the new COD Warzone that's coming out, right? Because they're good, you know, benchmarks to go off of how much you're going to need in your phone to have it run the game. And that's how much RAM you need, 6 gigs. So with 12 gigs, and you got to think, right, like I could have 8 gigs, so that's still enough to run the game, right? And the Razer 40 Ultra has a Snapdragon 8 processor in it, an 8 Plus Gen 1. But other flagship phones right now have a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. So an 8 Plus Gen 1 is still better than an 8 Gen 1, but it's not as good as an 8 Gen 2. So, you know, it's like, you know, you got the standard and then ultra phones, right? You know, that's like the processor. 8 Plus is like the pro version of the normal processor, right? But you've got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which most flagship phones have. That's the common high-end processor most phones have now, right? And there's a reason for that, because it's really, really fucking powerful and really, really good, right? So my one has 8 Gen 2. It has 12 gigs of RAM. It has HDR and OLED and all that goodness, right? And from what I saw of the video review, it's actually got a lot of options for gaming. It's got a lot of gaming options. It's got a lot of customization for gaming. So it's a really good gaming phone. Even though like you got dedicated gaming phones like the Asus gaming phones, Infamax and stuff, like there's actual like gaming phones out there, like actual, you know, full-on dedicated gaming phones. This isn't dedicated to gaming, but in terms of like a flagship all-use phone, all-purpose phone, this is one of the better ones for gaming. And it's, you know, it's a flagship one this year. So, you know, next year, you know, they might bring out, you know, Xperia 1 Mark 6, which I'm not gonna get, because I mean I'll consider it, but I don't want to upgrade my phone every year. I'll upgrade if and when I have to, right? And if I don't need to upgrade, then I won't. So, you know, obviously I'll enjoy it while it lasts. It's the newest Sony Xperia, but obviously they'll bring out a new one next year, and I'll have to decide if I really want it or not, right? Is it worth it? You know, I mean, I game primarily on PC. I think, you know, if I'm not gonna game on my PC, it'd probably be my PS5 next, right? So, in terms of like gaming, my priority would probably be PC, my PS5, and then mobile, right? So maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll go PC, mobile, then my PS5. But my PC will always be my main, right? So And you know, unless of course, you know, touch wood. I mean, I'm an atheist, but touch wood, right? Something goes kaput with my PC, then I'll probably switch to, you know, my PS5 as my main gaming system. But mobile, I don't think would ever be a focus. But that could change. That could change. But you know, that's crazy. That's crazy. The amount you need now. That's so crazy. Sorry to go on a huge rant there about that. Supposed to be playing the game, but here I am going on a tangent about mobile phones and stuff. But it's really good for gaming, and you know, how much gold do I have? I don't have a lot of gold. I need to fish. I need to buy a loom as well. Do I have a loom, or do I need to go buy a loom? No, I need to go buy a loom. But I've got enough now because I think I've got my first to level 2, right? Yeah. So I guess we'll just wait around for a bit whilst it turns daytime. We'll hang around for a little bit. But yeah, I might actually start gaming on PC now, on mobile. I might actually start gaming on gaming on mobile a little bit, you know, and actually maybe even stream on mobile. You know, you never know. You never know. It's not guaranteed. I'm not gonna say it's guaranteed, but you never know. I'm gonna look into it and see what my options are. I mean, I've definitely got a phone that's good for it. And you know, it's got gaming options, really good options for gaming, but it's also got good options for recording and streaming as well. So it's a good phone for what I want to do. For my use case. My use case is listening to music. It's good for that. I'm pretty sure in a review even says it's got Dolby Atmos support, which is really nice. I like Dolby Atmos. I use it on PC. And I use it on my TV as well. I like Dolby Atmos. It's got support for that, which is grand. It's got what else has it got? It's got this, it's got that. You know, it's got 12 gigs of RAM, which is perfect for gaming and streaming, because most high-end games require 6 gigs. This has got 12 of DDR5. It's got a really good processor in there, so I'll be able to game no problem, and I'll be able to stream as well. You know, so if I can get streaming, if I can get my stream to show up on OBS, that would be grand. I don't know if it has that option, but if I could plug it into my PC, and then it's a shame they don't have software for PC, so you can like a capture card, right? You have to your phone essentially is the capture card, right? And also what you're gaming on as well. I'll have to look into it and see what my options are. Maybe there's a software that can do that. That can capture your output like OBS, and then I capture that with OBS, you know, and then that's it. That's all I've got to do. All I've got to do is output the signal to my PC, and then capture it via OBS, and that's great. If I could do that, that would be fucking mint. And I might actually consider streaming, mobile games. Obviously I have to be careful what I show on my phone, because text messages and stuff and all that, right? Which is why I'd want to only specifically capture the game. Right, if I'm running a game, it will capture that specific app, that specific source. So I don't have to worry about showing anything I don't want to show. Same thing with OBS, right? Obviously, I've got to manually toggle the sources on and off, but I can choose to hide certain things, right? Like when I launch up the game, so I can log in, right? So I can hide that until I'm ready to show it. So, I'd have to look into it, but I'm definitely going to consider it because I have that option, and, the Trovo is really good if you're streaming mobile games. I found. I think back in the day I used to stream COD Mobile, and that's actually how I got a lot of followers on Trovo, I believe, because I would stream COD Mobile. Like, it's quite popular. Trovo for mobile gaming, Trovo is quite good. So I'll have to consider my options there. If I'm gonna obviously want to play mobile games that I enjoy, but if I enjoy it, then why the fuck not, right? So I'll have to look into that. I'll definitely have to look into it. Obviously I'm gonna get the phone and you know, transfer everything over, you know, customize the phone to my liking and my preference, right? You know, and I've got, you know, my PC games that I'm focused on to stream right now, right? But I'm definitely going to consider it. I'll look into it and definitely consider it. Oh, wow. Oh my god. That was lucky. I went to put my drink down, and as I put it down, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure like I started seeing it topple sideways because I put it like half on the table, so it was about to start toppling sideways, and luckily I reacted in time and I was like, oh shit. It's kind of in an annoying spot, but damn, that was close. I've never done that before. That's the first time I've ever done that. Man, that was crazy. That was crazy. Hopefully all of you are getting on okay and you're having a good day. You know, it's like the middle of the week now, right? So hopefully you're having a good week. You know, you're getting on all right. You know, you're grinding and you're getting through what you need to get through. And if you aren't, hopefully you can find a way to get through it. You know, and hopefully you're all getting on okay, as best you can, But yeah, I didn't stream not yesterday, the day before. No, yeah, I didn't stream yesterday. Sorry, I didn't stream yesterday. And I didn't stream for most of today. That's like 1.5 days break, which was needed. You know, and I might take a day off tomorrow. I think I might have said like I'll skip doing the more fighting games this week because of other games that I'm focusing on, and I don't want to stretch myself too thin. So I think I might stream. I think I might take tomorrow off, and then Friday stream Cloudpunk, and then I've got a visual novel Saturday, and I might stream Sunday. We'll see. If I take tomorrow off, then I might look into streaming Sunday. If I do stream tomorrow, then I'll take Sunday off. You know, sort of thing. I want to take a day or two off from streaming. You know, I don't want to stretch myself too thin. You know, I don't want to give up on streaming purely because, you know, I went months without streaming, and streaming helps me to keep productive, and it gives me something to do, helps keep me productive, and no, never leave me. I'll try not to, Chernis. I'll try not to. But yeah, I might take tomorrow off, and then Cloudpunk Friday, and then the visual novel is Saturday, and then Sunday I'll stream them maybe. But we'll see. I've streamed 2 times this week so far. So if I do Cloudpunk and the visual novel, that's 4 streams, 4 out of 7 days, right? So we'll see. We'll see, because I always say I do this for fun and as a hobby. Right? I don't want to ever feel obligated to do it, because the moment I feel obligated, the moment I feel like it's a job. And it does feel like a job sometimes right now. I feel like, I guess arguably, because I got to stream, then I got to do the clips, then I got to edit the clips, then I got to upload them to YouTube and TikTok. I got to put in the right tags. I got to do the title right. I got to use the right tags to maximize the exposure. Even maybe it's going far to stream at the optimal time, you know, upload at the optimal time. Like I mean, it takes work to grow and get noticed. It takes work. It also requires a lot, you know, some extent of luck and knowing the right people, having the right connections. But it's tough. It's tough. I'll edit them and put them in some explosions and dank memes. No, that's not really that's not really my bread and butter. But I appreciate that, Chinnis. That is how some are edited for sure, right? Some people like that kind of format, I guess, that kind of humor, and you know, but no, I'm not Michael Bay. I don't want to Michael Bay up my stream. My stream, you know, the focus is me talking, right? My commentary is what adds value to the stream. I'll talk a lot. I'll admit I talk a lot. But my commentary is what makes my stream what it is. You know, I don't watch Asmongold for the fancy memes, right? I mean, these editors do take the piss out of him often in the videos. I watch him because I find him entertaining. I think I agree with him. Wait, what? We're so happy to welcome you to Palia. We started Singularity 6 in order to create new world, deepen players' lives, and we hope Palia lives up to that for you. As a new startup studio, we're so excited. You found your way to Palia. It can't live without players like you giving it a chance. If you like what we're doing, trying to create, and want to put Palia forward, the best thing you could possibly do is simply tell your friends and family about Palia. It would mean the world to us. We really hope you enjoy exploring what Palia has to offer. Welcome home. Ah, I don't know why they're showing that now. Are they releasing the game after closed beta? Is it just going to be released? Are they actually pushing to release the game? I'm confused. Who's that person? Who's who? Who you talking about? What person? Who are you referring to? The one you listen to that you agree with. Oh, so Asmongold. Asmongold. I don't always agree with him. You know, there are times when I don't agree with him. What I'm saying is that, like, I watch him and he's not a fancy, you know, he's not a fancy, you know, his editors take the piss out of him and they are edited, but like he doesn't have like fancy effects and stuff, right? It's just him talking and reacting to stuff, and I enjoy watching him. And he's not like got any fancy shit. He's very simple, you know. He's got very simplistic content, but it's entertaining and it works, you know. So I don't want like explosions and dank memes. I like I actually laugh. I find myself funny. I laugh at my own jokes, right? When on some of my clips, I watch them back and I laugh and I find them entertaining. I can see myself watching my own clips, and I do, you know, to see how they are, to see how they turned out. But I also find myself laughing at some of my own clips because I find them entertaining. You know, I don't want fancy effects or anything. I just, you know. The entertainment value for me comes in what the person is doing in the clip, what they're saying in the clip. You know, I don't need fancy effects or anything. You know, if they're funny, if they're entertaining, then that makes that adds value to the clip. I don't necessarily need them like saying anything to make it good. Do I need to speak to Tish? Is that who I need to speak to? Don't get me wrong, some people like those videos, right, with effects and filters and stuff, and they want all of that to make a video, to make a clip or video have value and be entertaining. I don't necessarily need any of that. You know, I like simplicity. And if the person is entertaining, you know, if their commentary is good, then I don't necessarily need any fancy effects, because they already give value to it. I've just heard your furniture making skills are just mwah. But I'm not doing a... Did you see XQC getting wrecked? No, I don't watch XQC. I don't really care for his stuff. Are you talking about the reaction drama? Because he's getting flamed. Him and Hassan are getting blamed for reacting to stuff. I guess. Is that what we're talking about? Ethan from H3H3 ruined him life. I don't watch Ethan or XQC, and I don't really know about any of it. I'm not clued into any of it, so I don't really care. And I also don't know anything about it. I've like I said, if I'm right remembering, I've seen maybe videos of XQC getting like I haven't seen any videos, but like I've seen, like, because I watch Asmongold and I watch other streamers who report on like news in the industry. So they've made video. I've obviously seen like a preview of a thumbnail or a title regarding the drama, but I haven't watched anything on it to my knowledge. So I don't really know anything about any of it. You got to start a feud, have a boxing match with Jake Paul? No. No, I don't want to start a feud. I just want to do my thing, be entertaining, try to be as funny and entertaining as possible, you know, and that's good enough. But I'm not really doing voices for Tish, sorry. I already read this and I got when I say it again. Oh, you just opens up her stuff. I didn't read her text there, but I'll start with the next person. But then if it's generic dialogue, I don't know. There's a chance I could have read this dialogue before, right? But I don't know about generic dialogue. When we've heard me, I mean, like, I don't want to get to a point where like you've said that line like 1,000 times. You don't need to keep repeating the same line over and over. So I would say if it's like story dialogue, or it's dialogue that's new dialogue, if I think it's new dialogue or it's relevant to the story or whatever, or the quest, then I'll read it. I think I don't want to read generic dialogue that they say 1,000 times every time you speak to them. I think I want to do that. I'm making excuses because I forgot to say the line, I'll admit, but also, I don't want to say the same line 1,000 times either. Yeah, I'll grab that. That's a cool chair. Can I grab that? There we go. Oh, I need the glass furnace. I should have got that first. It's fine. Nope. Can't open up my map. Well, I can't open up my map. Oh, for the love of God. Is it balked again? Have they balked it again? I do get they're a small studio and everything. They're doing what they can. They're very passionate, but it's like, come on. Every time it's like an update balks something. Solving one problem but then creating another. Don't get me wrong, they're a small studio, I get it. But it's just like, come on. I found my home, thankfully. I found it manually. Excuse me. Also, I don't have enough right things. Copper and ceramic. Oh, I have the... Oh, but I don't have ceramic. Okay. I need 2 of those, right? Huh? Hold on. How much do I need? How much do I need for a loom? I need 2 copper and 5 ceramic. Okay. I need 2 copper. So I need to put in 10. Oh, actually no, because we're quite doing one now. There you go. That's 2 bars there, and I need ceramic as well. So I need 5 ceramic, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool, so they're doing that. That's the loom being made. Okay, let's go fishing. Make some money. There you go.
Your lip movements are directed at me?
Ashura informed me that your fishing has much improved, so I thought you might enjoy having use of this recipe. It is for a special draught I like to call Fisherman's Brew. It is specially designed with nutrients to help temporarily boost your fishing skills. Does it taste good? How would I know? I do not have need of consuming nutrients. Fair play. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Oh, I can easily get that. I need to make that rod. Kneel before my rod. That's 1,000. Emerald carpet moss. Oh, that's easy to get. Crystal Lake Lotus. I picked up several of those. Oh my god, we are learning. We are learning. It's a shame this game, the beta for this game ends on the 10th. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks so hard. Why does beta for this game have to end on the 10th? Why? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. I'll get that on next. So we'll fish now. We'll fish now. We'll make our money. We'll make our money.
Is that not how humans close?
We'll fish here. Yep. Do you like fishing pools around? No. Alright, let's go. They seem to have increased the performance of this game though. It's not lagging. It seems like pretty good performance. I don't know for sure. I feel like maybe it's still lagging a little bit, but not that much. Excuse me.
Left me in this mess I'm falling. Heaven knows. Can't find a reason why.
Any closer?
Can't find a reason why. Can't get any closer. Can't find a reason why.
What?
We can't get any closer. We can't get any closer.
Oh motherfucker! Oh god, this is a hard fish. This is a hard fish. Oh god! Ah, god damn it! God damn it! God damn it! This one's hard. 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I itch my neck. Why? Why is it in times of extreme? I need to focus. It's focus really hard. Your body is like, nah, mate. You need to itch. Is it anxiety? Is it anxiety? Something in your body is like, you know, I don't know. Come on, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I want to get a perfect catch. Stop being a cunt. What the hell? I've got that before. What was that? Prism trout. That's 60 gold. How the fuck was that 60 gold? That was shit. How was that 60 gold? What? Oh, fuck me. I did that wrong. They must have they increased the difficulty of fishing? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they have. Like people have said like, oh, fishing's too easy. It's too easy. You can catch fish way too easily. You need to make fishing harder. You know. And it's like, there are already hard fish. You don't want the common fish. That's a 60 gold is double what a common fish is, right? So I expect it to be a little bit harder than a common fish. But that fish just then, you saw that. I was struggling. I thought it was a high-end fish, like 100, 200 gold, maybe. No, that's a 60 gold fish. Have they increased the difficulty of fishing? If they've decided they want fishing to be harder, then fair enough. But you've got to make it worthwhile, like risk versus reward. Fishing is hard. Fish are hard to catch, but you also get a lot of money out with it as well, right? But fishing also takes a long time as well, and it will, you know, if you lose a fish, you lose your bait, and bait costs 10 gold a pop. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'd love to know why if it's just me imagining things, if I've just gotten worse because I took a day or two off from playing the game. And it's just, you know, I've somehow gotten worse because I took a day and a half off. Or if they've actually updated it to make it, because there was an update obviously, you know, when I launched the game. That's why, you know, I think I even said like, you know, I'm actually up playing it. I'm just waiting. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I feel like maybe they have. Or maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's, that one was easy to catch. Like for the most part, right? That's a 30 gold fish. I don't know. I feel like maybe they've updated fishing. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe I'm just being whiny and making it up. That's completely possible. But I would be surprised if people complain like fishing's too easy. You got to make it harder. Not when I said that. I said it first. I said like you gotta make it harder. Like it sounds like it makes me think of Ted. He was like making a joke about I think having sex with a Boston girl. I think saying. He's like harder. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be sensitive or anything, but it makes mind of that to me, like, the way I said it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being whiny and I've just gotten worse in a day and a half. But I don't feel like the fishes were that hard to catch before. Or maybe I just got really lucky. Really unlucky with the fish. Like it's RNG what fish you get. It's RNG on how easy or hard that fish, how lively the fish is. That makes sense, right? Like how lively the fish are could determine how hard they are to catch. You could get a really, I mean that doesn't make any sense though. Like I guess like maybe it depends on the rarity of the fish. Common fish will never be hard to catch, but the rarer they are, the harder they are. But depending on how lively they are, they might be hard or easy. You might get they've got a base level of how hard they are to catch, but it could be more or less depending on how lively they are. Like I don't know how in depth they go with this system. But that's it. That fish for 60 gold, you can't deny that was that. I feel like that was tough to catch, and that was only 60 gold. Either I got really unlucky, I've gotten shit over taking a day and a half off, because fish for the most part, I don't think I've ever failed to catch a fish. To my knowledge, I don't think I've ever failed to catch a fish, and that includes the rare ones. So, you know, either I'm really bad because I took a day and a half off. No, either they've updated it themselves because they just felt they wanted to make fishing harder. Like it was too easy to make money fishing, so they've made it harder. So they've hide the risk versus reward. Either that I've gotten shit because I took a day and a half off, or people complained about fishing that it needs to be more hard, it needs to be harder, it's not challenging enough. I don't know what one of those options is the right one. It is entirely possible each of them are true. It's impossible 2 of them are true. I've gotten shitter and taken a day and a half off, and they've also updated it to make fishing harder. But oh god. Like he's got like a super long rod and he's really tall. I think he just throw it. So I'm really excited about the opportunities that my new phone presents. I just thought like if I'm gonna upgrade, I think part of it was like if I'm gonna upgrade, this one's hard. This one's hard to catch, and it's not even like this is like what the 60 gold one. They've updated fishing. There's no way they haven't updated fishing. They've updated how hard it is to catch fish. There's no way they haven't. This is a 60 gold fish. There's no way it's that hard. And I've never failed to catch a fish. I'm sorry, but maybe I'm being whiny here. I'm being bitchy and whiny. But there's no way that's that hard. They've updated fishing to make it harder. Maybe I'm wrong and I look like an idiot. Whatever. It is what it is. But I feel like they might have. Excuses, I know. But I feel like they might have. I like how they're standing on that. Is that like, are they trying to get more height or something? I know fishing isn't the most exciting, even if it's got a mini game. But oh, screw you. Added me as a friend. Why not? We'll be sociable. Why not? We'll add them as a friend. We'll be, it's a social game. We've got to try and be social. So I was looking at the chat there. I wonder if they can get this game running on Switch. They can get this game running on mobile. And these high-end mobile, I mean, Genshin Impact runs on mobile, right? You got COD Warzone coming to mobile. Like, I feel like if these games are coming to mobile, they can make Palia run on mobile as well. If they're bringing it to Switch, they can bring it to mobile. If this game released on mobile with how it is, with the potential that this game has, they need to keep adding to it and improving upon it. There are things that I would like to see in this game, you know. But if they keep adding to it if they keep improving upon it, adding to it like they are, and they're passionate as they claim to be, then and they released it on mobile as well as Switch, and it comes to mobile, oh my god, man, this game's gonna pop off. This game has so much potential to pop off. I really think that. But that remains to be seen. Again, I know this is boring, me fishing. I mean, obviously, like, you know, it's interactive fishing. It's not like WoW fishing, right? But, you know, you know, I wanna, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing. I like to fish, you know. I've got music going, and you know, I'm talking here and there, so you know, hopefully that's, you know, that's good. I say it's, I know, I feel like maybe I say that a lot, but it's just because I want the stream to be entertaining, right? But I can't, you know, as much as I talk, I can't, you know, I can't, you know, you can't. Not every minute of the stream is going to be golden, right? You're lucky to get maybe one. Some people have like a couple golden moments in there. You know, they stream for multiple hours, and they've got like 3 or 4 good clips, sort of thing, good moments in that in those hours, right? That like, you know, highlight. You know, out of those 8 hours of streaming, there's like maybe, you know, 10 minutes of that stream that were good if you edit it all together, right? So, you know, I need to just, you know, relax more and just be like, you know, just do my thing, be who I want to be, you know, try and be as entertaining as I feel I can be to the best of my ability, and and just all I can do is hope that that's good enough. If people find me boring or don't want to watch me, then whatever, you know, I'm not gonna completely change who I am for other people. You either like watching me or you don't. It's simple as that. You don't like me, there's 1,000 other streamers out there that you can watch, you know. Like, I have to remember that, you know. I could be doing more, but I'm doing more than most. There are people who stream who don't have an overlay, who don't have alerts, who don't really interact with their chat. You know, there are people who are not doing as even though I could be doing, I know I could be doing a lot more, I'm still doing more than a lot of people out there, you know. So I have to remember that. I have to remember that. I haven't got any rare fish. I'm having really bad luck today. Have they decreased the rarity of fish? I'll be so miffed if they did that. Oh, we've made fishing harder. So lower end fish are harder to catch. And we've also increased the rarity of the fish as well. Enjoy the update. I don't know for sure. Obviously, I'm just speculating here, right? Me being cynical. Gee, okay, Jesus, that person's got a skin. Must be a paid one. But you know, I'm sure there is. But it's so fishes are more rewarding to catch. It feels more rewarding when you finally get a rare fish, and it makes that risk versus reward, you know, more challenging, because it takes so long to find a rare fish that when you do get one and they're hard to catch, it makes it more exciting and more engaging. It's like, yeah, and it also makes me more frustrated because don't get me wrong, I don't want fishing to be boring. You know, if there's ways to make fishing more enjoyable, yeah, absolutely, I encourage that, because I enjoy fishing, and the more enjoyable you can make fishing, then, you know, I'm all for it. But making fish harder to catch in general and increasing the rarity, so I'm there for maybe hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours catching low-end fish just to make any amount of money, that's not enjoyable to me. That sounds very rewarding, but I don't know. It feels like they've done something to fishing. It feels like they might have done something to fishing. It could be, again, it could just be me being whiny and bitchy, but it feels like they've done something to fishing. They have changed fishing. I feel like they have. Like, this one is really hard to catch. It's like a 60 fish. I've never failed to catch a fish. You know, the 120 gold ones or whatever they are, right? The last time I caught them, they were easier by comparison. Does that mean those fish are harder to catch now? Are those fish harder to catch? Oh, god damn it. But yeah, I do really want to look into streaming on my phone. I don't want to accidentally show anything on my phone, right? Like text messages or, you know, like I need to. The only thing I could do is I'd have to look into it. If there was a way to stream my phone to PC, and then I can hide that. If there's like, obviously I put myself on do not disturb. I disable all notifications and all calls. So do not disturb is like streamer mode. But like how streamer mode works on Discord. Like it hides sensitive information, right? And it doesn't let you open certain menus until you disable streamer mode, right? I need that for mobile. If I can get that going on mobile, then streaming on mobile I'm not worried. So I need to look into it and be cautious. It's one thing to stream my mobile, but I swear there was someone I watched. They were a friend of Mon's. I don't know if obviously I'm not going to go into it because, you know, it's personal stuff, and Mon's a good friend of mine, and I want to respect that. But there was someone I started watching through him, and someone I started watching through him, and the reason I say that, by the way, is that, you know, I don't want to go into it like, you know, I don't want to cross the line or be disrespectful because he's a good friend of mine, because, you know, I don't know why I don't know why I'm being too paranoid, or I'm overthinking things. Me being friends with them or not, it's got nothing to do with Mon. In all respect, right? Obviously, you know, if I'm friends with two people and one of them falls out with the other, depending on why they had a falling out, obviously that's, you know, that's going to affect who I side with or who I'm friends with, right? Rightfully so. But, you know, at the same time, right, if you know, they had a falling out, and if the two friends have a falling out and I don't know why, I think that's why, because I don't want to be disrespectful, but at the same time, it's not any of my business. It's none of my business. I don't want to be disrespectful and cross the line, and I don't want to air someone else's dirty laundry on my stream. I'm not about drama. I'm here to have a good time, to be entertaining. So anyway, I believe when they streamed, they would use two phones. I could make it up, but I feel like they would stream two phones. I think it's because I'm worried about mentioning them on the stream, because, you know, like, I don't want to be you know, disrespectful, you know, and I'm like, that's why I'm like getting, you know, air about it. Stop doing that. No, god damn it. There we go. Makeshift alarm clock. What is that? Cannot be sold. Okay. Oh, that's a cool item that I can use. Alright, let's sell this. How much? Let's do more. Let's do two more. That way I can sell half. I want to see how much gold I make. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to, like, I'm overthinking it, I think, and being paranoid, right? Plus it's Marilyn Monroe effect, I think, maybe is what it's called. Like, by trying to hide it, you draw attention to it. But just, you know, I'm trying to hide it by like apologizing and saying I don't want to cross the line or be disrespectful. So I'm trying to hide it, I guess, in an extent, but then I'm drawing more attention to it. So, you know, it's like, all I've got to do is, like, you know, all I've got to do is say, you know, someone that I you know, become acquainted with through Mon, and that's it. You know, you don't need to know anything else. That's the context right there as to why I'm bringing them up, you know. Well, that's part of the context as to why I'm bringing them up. You don't need to know anything more than that. So why do I need to apologize or go into it why I'm apologizing, right? It's just me being paranoid and overthinking things, and by doing that, I'm speaking about it more than by apologizing, I don't want to cross the line or go into detail about it. I'm drawing attention to it and bringing it up. So I you know, I don't know if Mono ever watched this, but I you know, I apologize. I guess because I don't know if they you know I don't know. It's, I don't know. I'm overthinking things. But yeah, when they streamed, they used 2 phones, I believe. I don't watch them anymore, and I haven't talked to them in ages. But they would. I'm pretty sure I could make it up, but they would stream Pokemon Go a lot. They would stream Pokemon Go a lot, and they would. I feel like maybe they used more than one phone. Maybe that I feel like maybe they did for that very reason. So like they'd have one phone for streaming, one phone for like personal stuff, and I feel like they might have like done that for that reason, so they don't show anything off on stream. That's literally all I wanted to say. You know, do I really need to go into like, you know, if people had, if I don't know, you know, I don't know, man. I overthink things. I'm so paranoid. And by being paranoid and overthinking things, I then, you know, divulge more than I'd like to. And I go on about, I don't want to divulge any more than I need to, because I don't know. I guess it's because, you know, it's so I'm so dumb sometimes. I'm so dumb. But oh, okay. Right, so how much? It's 10 gold, right? 50 bait. I want to do a quick test. But yeah, anyway, moving on. I don't know why I bring it up. Especially it's like if people ask, I think if people brought it up and was like, you know, oh, you know, like people know the people I'm talking about, right? Like viewers, you watch them, you know, and you watch me, and so, you know, and they've brought it up on stream, right? And then it's like, I don't know. I just felt like really weird. I'm gonna stop talking about it, because I don't want to, like, you know, bring up. I don't want to talk about other people behind their back when it's like, you know, I feel like it's personal or sensitive information, right? I don't want to cross that line and be that person. So I'm gonna stop going on about it. But I don't know. But me being paranoid and overthinking things, I'm drawing attention to it. All I needed to say was, you know, I met this person through them, right? But I want to be respectful and considerate. And by trying to be respectful and considerate, I'm actually being disrespectful and inconsiderate. Like, because I'm not, you know, I have good intentions, but good intentions pave the road to hell. It's because I'm an idiot. But anyway, they would use 2 streamer phones, I believe. They would use 2 phones, I feel like, maybe. I could be wrong, but I don't talk to them anymore, so I can't ask them. I mean, I could, but there's a reason I stopped speaking to them, so... That's 1,000 gold. I think maybe I had like a 75 gold left. Right, so how much gold is that? Hold on. Got so much stuff open, man. I swear to God. That is 1,010 gold. 1,010 gold. 1,010 minus 75 gold. That's 935 gold. Right, so let's get a notepad document out. Oopsie. I'm opening stuff I don't want to open. 935. So that's... Hold on, did I write it down? Did. Okay. So it's 50 gold, 10 gold per bait, right? So 10 times 50. That's 500 gold. 500 gold. So, I mean, that should make sense, right? 10 times 50, just add an extra 0 on. That's simple math, I'm pretty sure. So, anyway, 935 minus 500. I've made a profit of 435 gold. Bear in mind, I've only used half my bait, and most of the fish I've caught are common, uncommon fish. Mostly common, some uncommon. And that's 435 gold profit. I've made my money back from selling my bait, buying the bait, and I've made 435. I've almost doubled my money. That is almost double what it costs to get 50 bait. And that's mostly uncommon and uncommon fish. No rares. No rares. That's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. So fishing is definitely profitable. Right, let's go and buy loom. Oh no, it's night time, so I can't get loom. Alright, let's continue fishing then, I guess, until it's daytime. And then I can buy more stuff. Yeah, I think it's the Marilyn Monroe effect. Like, the more you try to hide something, the more attention you draw to it. I think that's what it is. You know, for me, by me trying to be, I know I've moved on. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna go into. I'm talking about it. I'm talking about, like, you know, what it means to bring up stuff you don't want to. By trying to not bring up, by going on about, like, why you don't want to bring up something, you're bringing it up and drawing attention to it, right? I've moved on to why I'm talking about it, right? I'm just talking about, like, in general now, like, the general idea, the general, like, you know, way of you know, bringing something up. You're bringing something up to mention that you don't want to talk about it, but by talking about it, you're bringing it up, right? You're drawing attention to it, because I'm an idiot. No, pardon me. I had good intentions, but, you know, I mean, obviously I didn't spin any, I didn't go into detail, I didn't give away any specifics. I was very cryptic and broad about it, you know, but I still feel wrong for even bringing it up in a broad and very cryptic sense, right? Because it's none of my business, and, you know, but yeah, but by trying not be disrespectful, by trying to be respectful and considerate, I'm being disrespectful and inconsiderate, I feel. Oh man, I need more. Jesus. It's crazy. Actually, you know, if anything, right, me making that, me realizing, you know, me realizing it's not a big mistake. They didn't go into specifics or anything, right? So I came close to crossing the line, I feel, but I realized, you know, my mistake. You know, I realized, you know, I was careful enough and considerate enough to. I very broadly mentioned it, so. But, like, it's just, you know, I came this close to, like, you know, not talking about something that I was consciously trying not to talk about, but by not wanting to talk about it and mentioning why I don't want to talk about it, I'm talking about it, right? That's a lesson for anybody in stream. It's a takeaway, I feel. You know? Marilyn Monroe effect, you know? The more you try to hide something, the more attention you draw to it, you know? Obviously, it's important to hide stuff, but, like, if I think the idea behind it is, if it's visible, if it's public, if you can't, if it's already, if people are already able, it's like hiding in plain sight sort of thing, right? So if, you know, you're not, if something's able to hide in plain sight, it's there, but it's not drawing attention to itself, so no one's noticing it. and because it's going unnoticed, it's hiding in plain sight, right? And that goes into the Marilyn Monroe effect. The more you try to hide something, the more when it's visible, it's in plain sight. The more you try to hide it, the more attention you're going to draw to it because you're talking about it. But so ergo, it's no longer hiding because you're making people aware of it, right? So I just overthink stuff and get very self-conscious. So, but all I had to do was just say, I know them through somebody. I know this through somebody else, and that's it. That's it. That's all the context you need. And I know I'm not going to go on about it here. I'm still going on about it, but yeah. And I don't want to go for a two. But anyway, back to the point. Back to the point. They're going off on a tangent. I don't want to. I don't want to have a two-stream phone set up. That's the whole reason I brought any of that up. I don't want to go on. I don't want to do a two phone setup. I don't want to do that because that's a lot of money. I could use my current phone right now, right, as the streamer phone, and use my new phone, but my new phone's the gamer phone, right? So that's I don't want to I don't want to use my old phone, right? I mean, it's possible I could do that, right? I use my, but then it's, I don't know. Oh, this is the harder fish. This is the harder fish. Yeah, that fish was so much easier to catch than the uncommon one. What was that?
But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired.
Sorry about that, I was typing a message to somebody. Oh god, I've got an ups. I feel my stomach rumbling. Drinking a lot of fizzy drink. I've pooped in many hours. I mean, we may or may not be in trouble.
constellations. They remind me that this life cannot be lost forever. I watch my generation. It's so evident this world will soon
This is a much better catch than last time. Man. Yeah, it'll be good to look into streaming via phone. I'll have to look into it tonight, I guess. I'll do some research on it tonight and then see if it's something that I'm willing to do. Obviously, I don't mind paying money for software and stuff, right? Like, it's just, I don't want to do it if it compromises my personal data or security, in the sense of, like, you know, I've got to be really, really careful about what I show on screen, you know? That's why it'd be easy to, like, do it on stream. You know, I can capture my phone, capture it as a video source in OBS, and then all I've got to do is disable notifications and everything and calls and stuff. So when I'm streaming, you can't see anything, right? And I don't know if the amount of gaming options that the phone has. In fact, you can record and stuff, right? I imagine they'll have that option, right? Like you turn on streamer mode, so you don't. So when you're recording, you don't see anything but what you're, or when you're recording or streaming the game, you don't see anything but the game itself. So you don't see, like, you know, personal data or texts or anything, right? They must have that option maybe by default on the phone. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, because the amount, you know, mobile gaming is very, very popular nowadays, right? And, you know, I can't imagine they don't have these streaming softwares, you know, and phones that have an emphasis on gaming don't have these options in place, so that when you stream, you're not at risk of exposing your personal data or anything to your stream. They must have these options in place. If they don't, they should. So I feel like, you know, I feel like there's definitely, you know, I should be okay, right? But I don't want to. I want to be, you know, I don't want to use two phones. One, because that means I've got to manage using two different phones. I will have to do that at first, because there's authenticator apps on my current phone that I have to move over to my new phone, right? And my uncle got screwed out of the authenticator app with Microsoft, because I can't remember fully, but he got a new phone and he migrated everything over to a new phone using, like, migration software, like with I think he had Samsung, and he moved from a Samsung Flip to the S23, and he used their, like, migration stuff, I guess, to migrate apps and photos and that over. Anyway, he reset the old phone, but he didn't sign into his authenticator or anything, right, on his new phone. No, I think it was because he tried signing into them after he moved everything over. He thought everything had moved over, and obviously I don't think apps and that do. Only like photos and, you know, videos and stuff. Apps don't move over. You have to re-download them, right? So he tried, I think, and he reset the old phone. So he tried signing in, but then he got locked out of the phone. So he locked out the phone. He got locked out of the app because it put him in a perpetual loop. I think. So I think he put him in a perpetual loop because he kept asking him to sign in to the app to verify, you know, the sign in, right? So he'd try and, but it won't let him get into the app to verify it, and there's no other way to verify it. So obviously, I think it came down to my uncle doesn't have a recovery email, or he doesn't have a backup code, and he doesn't have a recovery email set. I believe on my emails, I have recovery emails set. So if I can't use my authenticator app, I can use a recovery email, right? So I've got other ways of getting in to my accounts, you know, should, you know, I lose that access to the authenticator, right? Anyway, he did that and got locked out, and I think he re-downloaded the authenticator on the old phone, but it wouldn't let him sign in on the authenticator because it wants him to sign in to verify the login, but he can't log in because he needs to verify on the authenticator. So it's basically he's stuck in a perpetual loop, right? And even though he's trying to use the authenticator on the phone that he's already linked to the authenticator, because he's no longer signed in, you know, even though if the device is still connected, he can't sign in. So he was basically screwed, basically, and I think he got locked out of the account. So basically, long story short, that's another learning that we're teaching two different things this stream. Don't be an idiot like me and try to not talk about something out of respect and consideration. Try and be deliberately cryptic and broad and vague to not talk about it. But by not talking about why you don't want to go into detail, you're bringing attention to it and talking about it, right? So, you know, we talked about Marilyn Monroe effect, right? By trying to hide something, the more attention you draw to it, which is what I was doing, right? Don't make them, even though I didn't go into detail or anything, and I wasn't specific and didn't go into detail to my knowledge, you know, it's still disrespectful to, you know, to bring up, oh, it's none of my business, right? And I feel like I'm crossing the line there, which is why, you know, I tried to be vague about it, but then I talked about why I'm being vague, which is drawing attention to it. So don't do that. Don't be an idiot like me. Secondly, you know, when you're using authenticator apps, write down your backup code. When it says, do you want to, you know, write some backup codes down, do it. Do it. I know it's annoying, but do it. And add a recovery email. Make sure you set a recovery email and add backup codes, because otherwise you're going to be in a position where you're going to be locked out of your account. And my uncle has his personal details and everything. Obviously, he knows his own details, right? And they're not letting him into his account, you know? And they were asking him, like, when like, you say an email, what's an email you got in the last 3 months, and what's the specifics of that email? What did the email say, right? Like, what, I don't know for sure, but it was something like, what day did you get, what, you know, you give us an email you got in the last 3 months, and what did it say? What was the specifics of it? Obviously some of these questions would, you know, could be easy to answer. Like, for me, I feel like I could answer that to an extent. But then, like, they're like, no, we want you to, like, what did the whole email say? Not just the title. What was the specifics of the email? You know? I think they was asking questions like that, and, you know, it basically, they was like, no, you're not getting into your account. Right? Because in their eyes, you're not able to verify. Like, it's the lengths that they go to protect your account are also, like, by trying to, you know, be so, like, harsh on who can get into the account, they can end up locking the very people whose accounts they are out of their own accounts, because they're so strict about it. And on one hand, it's like, yeah, they've got to be strict, right? You know, it's good that they're this serious about verifying who you are, because in that way, you know, it's harder for people to get into your account, right? And obviously, if people get a hold of your personal information, even then, they may not be able to get into your account, because they've got a strict and long verification process, which is, on one hand, is good. It's really good. But on the other hand, it can stop the very people whose accounts they are from getting into their own accounts if they lose access to them, which is what happened to my uncle. So on one hand, it's really good that they've got this much security and verification in place. But on the other hand, it's also really, really bad So I am not going to do that because I do have some backup. I think maybe I do have some backup codes written down for like Steam maybe and like some of my important stuff. But I don't have backup counts written down for everything, I don't think. So just on the off chance that I don't have a backup code written down, right? And also I could get them because I still have the phone. I'm still actively using it now, right? I haven't reset it or anything or logged out of anything. So I'm going to slowly migrate my apps and my apps and that over. I don't have any videos or images or anything, so it's really just re-downloading and logging into all the apps, right? I don't have any photos or anything that I want to carry over. So it's really just re-downloading all the apps, right? So it should be fine. It should be fine. But yeah, you know, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. So that, you know, write down your stuff.
Look as though you have something you want.
Purchase that. Worm farms that you raise worms for fishing and helps you create fertilizer. Oh. Oh. Yes. I don't have to create bait anymore. I am. But yeah, oh, let's see. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, imagine if that actually worked. Let's go in. Yeah, I feel like it's still laggy. Like I'm still getting lag, but it's definitely much smoother. Like I'm getting lag there, but it's definitely a lot. It's definitely much smoother. Okay. Okay, something else I wanted to do. What did I want to do? Bought that. That was it. That was it. That was it. I want to talk to Badaru. I'm gonna buy more soil. We are making progress, and to my knowledge, your progress carries over into the full game. They're not like wiping progress, so that's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I can definitely see myself playing this game. I can definitely see this being my main MMO. Obviously, you know, once the beta ends, you know, I'll play Ashfall. I'll get back to playing Ashfall, but Ashfall's got tough competition here to compete to keep my attention. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, could just open the store, couldn't I? Yeah. Oh, it takes 750 for soil. Oh my god. All right, you are robbing me blind, but I will take it. Oh, damn.
it's camera time. Said take the picture, but you rolled your eyes. Now I'm
But yeah, man, I really overthink things and get really. I really overthink things and get paranoid.
trying to get me from my better side. I wanna push you back, but that's all you want. Wanna wrap me up, I'm holding back. Trying to get me framed, throw me in cuffs. Said I attacked you, that's just a false truth. No need to argue.
Oh, it costs $7.50 for soil. Oh man, I have to get more. I'm gonna have to get more. Oh, damn it. No. That's it. Yeah, that's good enough.
I'm so scared to leave my house, so I cannot run free from this. Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, does that exist? Probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. All I do is avoid the violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming and silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash. I hate the fame, no more of that. Leave me alone, or I'll collapse. I need a break, don't feel the crack. You follow me, anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. There's more to me, everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. Yeah, yeah. You follow me, anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. Oh, there's more to me, anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. I find you there.
Oh, go. I don't do that. I do, but wanna. Yeah, I've got 5 moss. I've got Crystal Lake Lotus. I've got stuff for the brew already. Oh, got some brick already. That's cool. Pardon me.
You can see straight through my life. Oh, there's something in my chest that I can't hide. When feelings get involved, I'm
Yeah.
terrified.
There's an alarm clock now.
'Cause I've been here before and said goodbye. Oh,
It's a good song. I really liked it before. Nice.
when I try luck, I wish I'd find. Oh, how can I love when I've been hurt 100 times? For you, I give it one more try.
Right. I need 2 copper, 5 ceramac for that one, and I need that 2 copper, 6 ceramac for that one. Okay. Okay. Let's do the main one first. Oh man, you literally need a crafting license to purchase more. You kidding me right now? Ah man. Well that's annoying. Right, well I got that on there. Smelter's there. A couple sawmills. Well, not a couple sawmills here. So do it like we'll do it here. Yeah. Leather, fabric. Okay, you craft them here. You need cotton and you need hide. Alright. Well, that Cernucks are, you know, relatively easy to hunt, so they're fine. And you need need to make seed one now. So what do I need for that? I need planks. So we'll just put these all in here. We'll let her do that. So what I need, so I've got the planks there, they're fine. No, I don't want a seed collector, do I? No, I don't. On the worm thing. Where's the worm thing? I swear I bought the worm one, didn't I? Yeah, worm farm. There we go. I need leather and I need copper bars. Okay. So I need to do that one. And I need copper bars. So let's just do it all. You just melt it all. So 8 bars, 1, that gives me 2 bars. And I've got enough ceramac there, so how much do I need for that? Do I have enough? Or do I need more? That's the only thing I really want more of. That's the thing I want more. I know I need 4, so I need more copper. I need 2 more. So I need 10 copper ore, and I need to make 8 leather. That's a lot. So I'm gonna have to figure out how much I need in a minute, so I don't like spend more time doing it than I need to. And we need to plant here. Let's plant potatoes. Or did I use all my potatoes? So I've got 4 potatoes. Or 4 potatoes. What I'm gonna do is once this cotton's grown, I'll make this cotton, that potatoes, and that carrots. I need to branch out more this way for the farm. So let's put these down. Oh, I need to actually... Oh. That's it. Cool. Alright, let's get that. There again. Okay. Right. Nature calls, as they say. So I'm going to go quickly do that. I will leave you with some music on. I will not go to the BRB screen. Well, actually, I could go to the BRB screen. That way people know I'm not actually here. Yeah, I'll probably go to the BRB screen. So that's what that screen's for. Plus, people come here, they know that I've temporarily gone away. So, I'll be back in like 5. I'll try to be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. Back in 5-10 minutes. Just gonna go to nature calls.
Shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas, oh you meant the world to me. Oh you meant the world to me. I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas, oh you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
If I were to the sea, maybe I never say fall into the light. So I won't hold back, and you should know that what's never good, just have regrets. So I won't go back, oh, would have got me to forget the time I lost, but no regrets. Moonshine back again. When I drove down to Abyss, while I blame the world then I shine right so I won't hold back, and you should know that what's never gone, just have regrets. So I won't go back, oh, would have got me to forget the time I lost, but no regret. Won't let me forget.
I'm just enough to make you smile, and you need me to hold you close, and all your fears that you dream of will disappear and flutter on. Whoa, hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the riddle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. Hold on, stop. Hold on, stop. Just look on, and I'll look down, and all your fears have run aground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to kill get up off my feet, 'cause I believe. Hold on just a little, right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the brittle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. Bottom step. Bottom step. Hold on, right here in the middle. Hold on, right, bottom step. Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out till the morning light? 'Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell? So what the hell? What are you waiting for now? And what the hell? You're pretending that you like somebody else, like you got boys waiting in line to take you home. But tell the truth, you'll spend the night alone. Let's be alone. So why don't we stay out till the morning light? 'Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? Are you waiting so for what the hell? So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So what the hell?
Is life even worth living? And all that I see is gray. Should I keep on breathing? Or fall in a deep dark space. They say things get better, just hold your time and run. But it feels like I'm waiting forever. I'm ready to end this pain. Close my eyes and fade away. Fade away. This feeling of dread, is it all in my head? I don't remember when somebody said that I was only here for a reason. That's to suffer. That's to suffer. Tell it like it is. People using me for years. Now they're telling me their fears. I shouldn't be trusted. I'm looking in the mirror, I'm disgusted. All the voices in my head saying fuck this, fuck this.
God, I am back. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Nature called and well, I'm not gonna go into detail. But yeah. No, nature called and I had to answer that call. It wasn't ugly, but it wasn't pretty. Not that I guess something like that would ever be pretty, but you get my point. But yeah, I'm gonna stream. How long? I'm streaming for 2.5 hours, but I went away for like what 10-15 minutes there, so we won't count that. So how long have I been streaming for? I went away for like what 10 minutes there, 10-15 minutes. I mean, for about 2 hours 20 minutes I've been streaming for, right? Well then 2 hours 10 minutes because of the start to the stream. For 2+, I've been streaming for about 2 hours and 10 minutes, right? Actively streaming. So I think I'll stream for like another half an hour, maybe another half an hour. Then I'll then I'll end the stream. I'll say another half an hour to an hour. Sorry. Here's a little something as thanks for your continued patronage. Pal. Come spend it all in one place. Mine. Oh, I can. Oh, it's red. Dear Main, as you have reached the next requisite level efficient, I am required to inform you that I have a new recipe available to improve your rod. I'm not required to inform you of this next bit of information, but I would like to. I am delighted by your progress. Thank you. I appreciate the warm words. How long did it take for these bars to be made? 3 minutes, and I made 5. I went away for a bit, right? Man, I was definitely away for like 10 to 15 minutes, that's for sure. Okay. I think let's improve my rod. I think I need 3 more copper bars, so let's go to the map. Okay. Yeah, whilst I was on the bog, ironically, I was looking up its own Xperia 1, and like, because it was mentioned in the review that like it's good for gaming, right? It's really good for gaming, but I didn't realize how good it's for gaming. If obviously they can do PR talk and amp shit up to make it seem better than it actually is. Obviously, you have to remember that they're trying to sell you the phone, so they're going to try and make it sound as good as possible, even though it's not actually as good as they claim, right? Are their claims actually true? Are their claims true, right? But from what I'm reading, and if even half of it is true, this phone is really, really good for gaming, and you can stream they've got tools in place for your stream, no external software or anything. I don't know how good it is, but we'll see. And I'm streaming, you know, I can watch the chats on PC. All I need to do, excuse me, all I need to do is import my 3D logo, send myself my 3D logo, and I can just DM a friend of mine that I trust, DM myself my logo and my, yeah, just DM myself my logo, my 3D logo, and maybe my name. And that's it. And then put them on the stream, and then we're good to go. That's it. And if I can use Restream, then we are good. We are good if I can do that. We are so good if I can do that. I would prefer to be able to, you know, capture it via OBS. So we'll have to look into that. I will have to look into it. I don't want to stream just straight from the phone. If I had, obviously that's I have that option to just stream using their very own software, which is nice. It's nice. But I'd prefer to actively I prefer to stream You know what it is? Like, I need the money to upgrade my pickaxe, but like I'm trying to save money here. I need to. People are the nodes respawn. Oh, for crying out loud! Someone's actively doing that. Alright, let's find another line to do then. Oh, okay. I found another one. Where is that? Lufo Hills. Let's go there then. We have another line we can do. I'm gonna go and you son of a bitch. I see someone else already there. It can get competitive. It can get competitive. I didn't work out how much I need, do I? It's fine. We'll go until I stop, until I feel like stopping the stream, which I said like half an hour to an hour, and then we'll figure out if we need more or less after that. Because I don't want to have to compete with them for nodes, right? Like, they're going to be there, and then I'm going to be running ahead of them. They're going to be running ahead of me, and then they might even whisper me, "But dude, are you serious right now?" It's like, look, I need them too. It's like, can't you go to another line? Like, you're being an arsehole, you know? And it's just going to cause. It's just I guarantee that that's a possibility, you know. And I don't want to have to deal with that shit, man. I don't have to deal with drama. So I'm just going to respect that they were here first. They were there first. And I'm going to go to a different line. Avoid any issues, you know? So as the saying go, don't start nothing. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing, you know? There's no reason for us to get into it, you know. What? Oh. Well, if it's for a quest, I don't give a shit. And if it is for a quest, I'll just watch a guide online and do it that way. Because screw trying to figure out by myself. Oh, please don't tell me someone's already here too, doing the nodes as well. There's supposed to be nodes all along this area. I'm in the right area, right? I'm trying to move my mouse. I'm in the right area, right? Yeah, I'm in the right area. There's supposed to be a load of copper nodes here. And it doesn't look like there are. So it looks like someone else is here as well. Find out, it's the last day of the beta too. That's probably why they're doing it too. It's smart to do that. They're doing it in the beta now, so when the game releases to the public and everybody can play it, you know, you're going to be competing even more for resources, right? So none of them are here, man. They're all gone. Someone's been here before already. Are you taking the mickey? What's this? The incense fills you with a calming warmth. Okay, maybe there's more than one of those. You have to light multiple of them. There should be mine here. There are. I feel like there are. Maybe these are the ones here. Yeah. I don't know. There's supposed to be copper here, and there isn't. So either they've changed. Either the map is incorrect, or they've changed. Either the map's incorrect because they've changed it or something. They are here. People are mining, yeah, because people came here already. Oh, for crying out loud. Are they bots or are they actual people? There's only bots are playing this game as well. I see you. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Maybe they are actual players. They're jumping and stuff too. And they're not walking in like rope. They're not walking like straight lines or anything. No, they might be actual players. Unbelievable.
Is this what giving up feels like? I don't
I can't believe that, man. I'm trying to mine here. I'm trying to mine here, and you know, I'm getting people messing with it. Like I want to find. Oh god damn it, man. Right. Go down here then. There's a lot down here. Let's go down here then. Can't believe this, man. So aren't they supposed to be here? And then we see two people working in tandem together. Yep, there are people here. And they're mining here too. Son of a bitch, man. It's like New World all over again. Am I going to have to literally do what I did in New World and go to like really bad node spots just so that like no one will mine them, because no one in their right mind would mine here. It's so unoptimal. And there's so few nodes here. No one in their right mind would actually be here to mine. And that's where I come in. Because I'm that son of a bitch that will mine in the unoptimized areas because no one will go there, which allows me to get the resources so I don't have to compete with other people. I will be that arsewipe. Actually, I think it's too late to clip it. I should have clipped that before. I think I left it too late to clip it, but we'll find out if it's too late. Should have clipped that the moment it happened. Let's see. Oh, crapsy. I need the map to be smaller. So awkward to see it. Well, it wasn't in game as well. That's like along that path there. Let's start here, right? And that's the start of it, and then it's like in here and then around the other way. Yeah, I think I know how to do this. But I don't see many nodes, which means someone else has been here as well to get the nodes, it looks like. Could be wrong. It looks like someone else has been here as well to get the bloody blinking nodes. Because people are bloody being optimized like me. They're probably doing the same thing I am. Looking at maps and looking at all the routes and stuff. And, you know, optimizing it all. And it's like, you mother truckers. Leaving nothing for me. You know why? Because these very people be like, oh, you can't mine copper. Oh yeah, it sucks, didn't it? Yeah, everybody's mining it. Oh, it sucks, didn't it? Yeah, ain't that a bitch? Oh man. Well, if you want copper, I've got a ton. I'll sell some to you. It's like, do you think? I honestly, if someone said about, do you think I'm dumb? What? No, I didn't say you were dumb. Okay. So you're trying to be empathetic with me about, oh, it's so hard to get resources and shit. Yet you're one of the people who is why it's so hard to find any copper nodes. Because you're mining the crap out of them. You've probably got people in your community and you do rotations to mine the resources so that people can't mine them for themselves, so they have to buy them from you. Supply and demand. Do you think I'm dumb? Do you think I'm stupid? And those people be like, oh, look bro, whatever. Do you want the resources or not? You know, it's like, I've caught you with your hand in a cookie jar. I've called you out, and you know, I imagine that's how it would go, right? It's ridiculous, and there are no. I could be blind, sure, but I'm running around the area. There are no nodes here. So, and we saw earlier, I was proven right. I was like, why are there no nodes here? Is the map incorrect? No, we saw two people there mining as well. It is literally, someone has mined these nodes. Yeah. There's like one node here that's just appeared. Yeah, they are mining the crap out of these. They are mining the crap out of all these nodes, and they are optimizing it. It's only gonna get worse when public beta happens too. So you're gonna get worse. It's not gonna get easier, so you're gonna get worse. Probably what again? It's probably why these people are doing it, so that when the public beta happens, they're gonna make serious bang. They're gonna make serious bang. There are literally people going around. I bet you any money those two people aren't just the only group either. There are people going around mining the ever-living crap out of these nodes, and they are doing rotations. And if they wanted those two people that are running together doing it, that's unoptimal. What they want to do is take turns. Oh no, okay, maybe I was wrong. No, I think I'm right. I'm just wrong for this area. I still think I'm right. I'm just wrong for this area because I feel like maybe they're down there, but they're up here as well. I still think I'm right because these weren't here. I think I can. No, I am right because none of these. I don't think all of these were here before. They weren't all here before. So someone is mining all of these nodes. So I'm just going to. You actually zoom into the map too, so I can actually see. Can I zoom in? I can. So I can actually like see these nodes in depth. There we go. I think I am right. I'm just wrong for this area, maybe. But I swear that not all these nodes were here before. So people are mining these nodes, and they're going around. I wouldn't be surprised if there are people going around in groups. I still think I'm right. Like people are going around in groups and farming these nodes so that they're up for as little as possible for other players, so that you're forced to buy them from other players. You have to request the copper from other players. But I guarantee you that is what happens. That is what's going to happen. Which ironically isn't very social. Is a very social way to play, is it? We help each other out by monopolizing certain professions, so that you have to buy the resources from us. But we're together. It's social. Yeah. No, it isn't. You're doing. This is a nice spot to fish. I'm gonna have to remember this spot to fish. This is a nice spot to fish. This is a very nice spot to fish. I'm gonna have to come back here. I'm gonna clip that. One, because it's a clip, even though it's not a great clip. It's still a clip, I feel. And if that other clip clipped okay, then I've got two clips now, which isn't the best, but hey, you gotta keep the grind going. You gotta keep the grind going. They're on the actual rocks itself. There are some behind. No, there's some actually on it, but there are ones behind it too, and they weren't here before. They were not here before. They weren't here before. There are. No, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I can just about make that out. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there's supposed to be a lot of nodes here. There's supposed to be a lot of nodes here. They were not all here before. Those nodes. Yeah. I see you. I see you. I see you. I fucking knew it. I was like, oh, maybe I feel like I'm right because we saw them in the previous area, but maybe it's not for this area. No, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I was right. I was right. I was right. I was right for that last area and I was right for this area. There are fucking people fucking coming here and fucking optimizing the fuck out of these nodes. So like, oh, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I was right. I was right. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see you. I'm not giving up this route. I'm not giving up this route. Otherwise, I'm going to keep moving and 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 moving. And I'm never gonna be mining anything because I'm always constantly giving up the area. I don't want to compete. I don't want to. But at the same time, I will move a couple times, right? Oh, this area is popular. I'll go to another one. I'll go to a couple different ones. But eventually, I'm gonna have to stay. I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna have to like hold my ground. I'm gonna have to hold my ground. I can't keep giving up the areas all the time. So I'll never be able to mine anything. I think that other person's gone. I think that other person went. I knew it. I fucking knew it. There is another person as well. There's more than one. They're doing the same thing I'm doing too. Oh, this area's got people at it. I'll go to another area. And then there's people at that area. Or they're just moving to a different area. I see you. I fucking see you. I fucking see you. My word, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. There are people in this area as well. This is going to be tough, man. It's only going to get worse when the game actually releases too. It's New World all over again. It is fucking New World all over again. Oh my god. This is not a fun part of the game either, you know. I always want to chill, mine and stuff. It's like, no, I can't do that because I've got to compete with other bloody players for the goddamn resources. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. As I go, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The spell in bloody Harry Potter, right? It's ridiculous. This ain't gonna get worse though. Like people, and with the communities on this game, you're gonna have people who have communities who like optimize route and, you know, take sessions to optimize the nodes and stuff. And if they ever introduce it, I don't think there's a player market on this game, but you can request resources, I think, from other players. If you don't have something, you can request it from other players. But it's only gonna get worse when you can request it from like communities, right? So you're going to have people like requesting, you know, oh, you know, can I have this much iron? You know, oh, that'd be this much gold then. You know, like, once if they, I don't know sure how the system works. I've never requested materials before. But once that system, if you get gold, if you have to give gold to request it, you can't be like, oh, can I have this? And someone helpfully goes, oh, yeah, sure, I'll get it for you, just to be nice. If you get rewarded for it, you know, and you get, there's incentive, there's financial incentive to have players request items from you. It's your own. It's only going to make it worse, because then there's a financial incentive to monopolize the nodes. I guarantee you, people are doing that with closed beta now. They are going around mining the fuck out of it, hunting the fuck out of shit. That way, when it goes to open beta or releases, they've got all those resources to sell and get rid of. They've upgraded all of their shit, so they're good. And then they've got excess resources now, so they can just sell them and make a huge profit. I guarantee you that's what will happen. It's already happening now. I guarantee that happen before game releases. And that's not going to be fun at all. Fishing, anybody can fish. There's plenty of fish in the sea, literally, right? In real life and in this game. You're never going to be able to outfish somebody, in sense of, like, you know, stop them from fishing, because everybody can fish, and you know, they're in the water. There's, you know, infinite of them, right? Whereas mining, you have to get the mining node. So That's another reason why I like fishing. And that's another reason why I'm thinking about it. Right? I've discovered a new reason why I like fishing a lot on games. Because people can't outfish you. They can't. You don't have to compete with other people to fish. You can just fish. Whereas mining, much as I like to mine on MMOs, it's competitive. Hunting is competitive. Foraging is competitive. Cooking isn't. Farming isn't. Farming, cooking, you know, they are competitive. Mining is. Hunting is. Foraging is. Because they have to spawn. And if people are getting them before you, you can't get to them. It's New World all over again. I generally will. I generally might have to, I said it earlier. I said it earlier. I think I did do that on New World. You know, and I obviously know it's also, you know, funny to joke about it, right? But yeah, I see you. I see you, my friend. I see you, my friend. They're hunting, but still, I see you. I see you. They've got their bow out, so they're hunting, but still. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna return these resources. These nodes ain't spawning. See, that's another thing that we found. The nodes take a long time to spawn in, and other people are on it as well. And I've moved to like but no, there was one then by the farm, then that. I think there was one near the house. There was one by the farm, and then there was nodes there. So I moved 3 times. I went to one, none there, or maybe there was people there. I don't know. Then I moved to the farm one. People there, no nodes. Move to that one, people there, not very many nodes. Like, all the popular spots are obviously going to be populated and competed for, right? So as sucky as it is, I'm gonna have to bloody... Oh man, it sucks, man, it sucks. What the hell is this? What is that? Oh, I don't know. Right there, I guess. Or I could put it in my house, actually. No, it's a control, isn't it? I remember how to do it.
What you gonna do?
That's cutting into it. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, you're gonna get people competing. It is what it is, right? Let me actually check. Let me actually check. What happens when you request? There you go, copper ore there. How do you request stuff? I don't know how to request. What is, how does the request system work? Do they have it on their Discord?
What you gonna do with it?
Press O. Okay. Request an item. Oh, okay. So you can only gift. You can request items from other players and they might fulfill it. I imagine you get rewarded, but there's no financial incentive. You can't be like, oh, I request it and it costs this much gold to request. Right? It's not that like that, but I am worried that that could happen. That is a worry that I feel that is a worry. Right? If they make the request system, you know, they give a financial incentive to fulfill requests for other players. Otherwise, why do it? Is it just a system to be nice? No one's nice. I'm sorry, but this is going to sound harsh, but human beings are you know, human beings, we're very selfish. We can be very, I said it in a clip, I think, as well, but we're very selfish. I'm sorry, but we are. And I'm sorry, but there's no doubt in my mind that there are going to be a lot of people that don't use the request system because, you know, it's like, well, what do I get out of it? Oh, you're just helping out other players. Yeah, but do you get anything for it? No. Well, why would I do it then? I'm the same way. It's like, do I actually get anything? No. Well, then what's the point of me doing it then? Like, yeah, it's cool to help out other players, but I wouldn't do it all the time because, you know, there's nothing in it for me, right? And I guarantee you there are going to be thousands of other players that think the exact same way. So I don't know if do you get anything for gifting? I guess the only way I can know is if I fulfill a request and then, you know, see what happens. Okay. I need to water these as well. Oh, I guess it's not empty enough to actually get water. Okay. What? Oh. Requests. Okay, so they just want fabric. I mean, you can only do fabric from cotton. I'm growing my cotton right now, so I can't know what they want. I can't know if you get anything from it. There's no way they don't have there's no way they don't have that system in, like, they don't have, you get rewarded for fulfilling player requests. If the system is literally if the system is literally you just gift items to other players, like, you can fulfill a request, you don't get anything. Maybe you get renown for doing it, you get renown, right? And if that's all you get, it's like, wait, so you don't get, like, you don't get gold or anything, you don't get, like, there's no real incentive, right? I guarantee you there will be a lot of players that think like I just said a minute ago, right? With, well, there's no, why would I do it? What's in it for me? You know, like, if that's how the system works, and you just get maybe renown or something, but you don't really get anything for doing it, it's just a nice thing to do. You know, one person just being kind to another person. Not a lot of people are going to do that. I'm sorry, but that is not how the world works. People are very, very selfish. And that's maybe cynical of me to say that. I'm sorry to, like, bring it down here, but that's how the world works. People are very, very selfish. You're going to get a lot of people who are not going to use that system. because there is nothing in it for them. And if they do give you a genuine, tangible reward for using that request system, for fulfilling people's requests, you are going to get people who get competitive with getting these nodes and stuff. People are all going to do it by default because they want to hoard the resources for themselves, but you're going to get people who do it so that other people can't get the node, because if you can, the more people they can have requesting the items so they can get more money from the requests, the more they're going to compete for them to monopolize the resources, so that you have to request for them, and so that you have to pay them for what they've taken from what they've stopped you from getting. So I am concerned about that. Like, that is a concern of mine. Because it's as I said, I jokingly say it, but at the same time there's truth to it. It's going to be New World all over again. I mean, other MMOs have that as well, but like, most recently, I think it was New World. It's going to be New World all over again. I don't know for sure if you get rewarded for using the system, because I don't have fabric, and I need fabric myself to make my glider, right? But maybe I'll give one fabric away. I'll make one fabric and give that and fulfill a player's request if they're still there by the time I stream the game. Actually, no, because the beta ends tomorrow, so I don't know what's going to happen after the beta ends. Are they going to release the full game? Is it going to go into open beta? I don't know. So I'll have to look into it. But this is going to be the last stream for Palia. So, I don't know for sure. But, the stream had its... The stream obviously wasn't, super... super... I don't feel like it was as good as it could have been. And I do apologise for that. I also apologise for overthinking things, doing paranoid and going off on a tangent when there was no need. It's not like I was super specific or went into detail or anything. It's just, I don't want to be talking about other people's business when they're not here. Especially when it's sensitive information. So obviously I didn't say anything specific or go into detail. I was very cryptic, vague, and broad, but still, you know what I mean. I don't want to go into detail, especially when it involves a good friend of mine, a good close friend of mine. But all I need to say was, like, I know them through. I met them through like Mon, right? Just because make a conversation. But that's what I needed to say. I didn't need to say anything else. I just got paranoid and self-conscious and paranoid and overthinking things. But yeah, obviously, that's a lesson to learn, the Marilyn Monroe effect. Look into it. And bear that in mind when you talk about stuff. That, the more you try to hide something, the more attention you bring to it. I tried that. I did that, and what did I do? I drew attention to it because I'm an idiot. But, live and learn. It is what it is, Just have to accept it that I was an idiot. Good intentions pave the road to hell. Is what it is. Move on. And then obviously about, like, what was it before? Oh yeah, two-step verification. That's it. So obviously, Marilyn Monroe effect. Bear that in mind when you talk about stuff. Good intentions pave the road to hell. That's two lessons, but they go in tandem with one another. And then if you've got authenticators set up and you're moving from one phone to another, or what, make sure to transfer over and log into those apps before you reset your phone. Because that's what my uncle did, and that's what I've got to bear in mind when I get my phone. That I've got to reset. That's why I'm going to still use my current phone. I'm still going to use it for authenticator stuff, because I don't want to get locked out of my accounts and that. So I'll use it until I've transferred. I'll slowly migrate everything over, and once I've migrated everything over, then I'll start to actively use the phone, and I'll reset my old phone. But until I've migrated everything over, and I don't have backup codes written down for everything, so I want to log in and make sure it's all good before I transfer everything over, before I switch using the phone full time. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Sorry the stream wasn't as good as it could have been, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and you enjoyed my paranoid, delusional tangents. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. If I've been social attempt to an extent, whether that's first monitor, second monitor, audio only, whatever, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. I try my best. I really do. And hopefully that shows on the stream as well. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Like I said, this was the last Palia stream because tomorrow the beta ends. So hopefully you've enjoyed the Palia streams. I've definitely enjoyed playing the game. It was a very rocky start with the performance issues and everything. Very, very rocky, but we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. The game's got a lot of potential. It's got a lot of potential. Like I said, I think I said earlier on stream, like, mate, if it comes to Switch and they also bring it to mobile, oh man, on Switch and mobile, oh my god, is it gonna get a huge player boost? Oh my god, yeah. So we'll see about that. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Like I said, have a good rest of your week. Like I said, I will probably take tomorrow off streaming, and then stream Cloudpunk Friday, the visual novel Saturday, and then maybe stream Ashfall Sunday or Monday. I'll say yeah, stream Ashfall Sunday or Monday. Yes, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Take care. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your week. Sorry for all my tangents and stuff. I apologize. And yeah, take care. And I'll see you guys later. Subscribe. Have a good one. Bye.